Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech, and in this video I'll be showing you the most important tips and tricks for your Redmi Note 7s. By the way guys, I'll be making a dedicated video for the best features where I'll be showing you all the features offered by this phone. So definitely check out that video, link will be in the description. Now with that said, first I want to show you the full screen gestures, which are my favorite feature on this phone. So to enable that, you need to go to settings, then select full screen display and select full screen gestures. Now once you've enabled it, it'll ask you for a quick tutorial. You can just skip that, I'll show you a quick preview here anyway. Next, make sure you enable this toggle. Now as you can see, the navigation bar is hidden. Now we have gestures. So if you want to go home, you can swipe from the bottom and you go home. If you swipe and hold, you'll go to the recent tabs page like that. And these are your recent tabs. And if you want to go back a step, you can swipe from the right side or you can swipe from the left side and you go back a step. Now if you swipe and hold from left side or right side, it will switch the current application with your previous application. So the previous application was settings, so we are now in settings. Now if you do the same on the left side or right side, it will switch to Google Chrome. So to go back, you can swipe normally, and if you want to switch between the previous application, swipe and hold. For home screen, swipe from the bottom. For recent tabs, swipe and hold. So these are the gestures, and these are definitely the best implementation out there. It seems like even Google loved it, and we'll see the same gestures even in Android Q. Now as you can see, there is no home button, and you might wonder how to trigger Google Assistant. So on this phone, to trigger Google Assistant, we can use the power button. And to make it work, this is what you need to do. First go to settings, then select additional settings. Now select buttons and gesture shortcut. Now enable this toggle. Once you do that, you can press the power button for half a second to trigger Google Assistant. There you go. How is the weather? So that's Google Assistant, and you can press and hold the power button for 3 seconds for power menu. Just keep holding it and you'll get the power options. Now if you're using these gestures, you might also wonder how to open split screen mode. So for example, let's say if you want to open Play Store in split screen mode, this is what you need to do. First you need to go to the recent tabs page and then long press on the application and then click this button. Once you do that, that application will open up in a top window, and then you can select the secondary application from the list over here. Or else you can go to the home screen and select the secondary app from the list over here. So for now, I'll just go with Chrome. And now Chrome and Play Store are open in the split screen mode. Now if you try to open some system apps like say phone dialer, it'll crash. It'll say app doesn't support split screen mode. So if you want to make all apps open in split screen mode, this is what you need to do. First you need to go to settings. And now once you're in settings, select about phone and click the MIUI version number 7 times. Once you do that, developer options will be enabled. Now go back a step, scroll to the bottom, select additional settings. Now scroll to the bottom, then select developer options. Now scroll all the way to the bottom and enable force activities to be resizable. Once you do that and restart your phone, you should be able to use all applications in split screen mode. Now going on next, if you don't like these gestures and you want the regular buttons back, once again go to settings, then select full screen display and select the first option. Now if you're planning to use these buttons for navigation, we can configure these buttons as well. Like we can press and hold the recent tabs button to start split screen mode. Now as you can see, when I press and hold the recent tabs button, nothing happens. So to fix that or to enable the shortcut, first you need to go to settings, once again go to additional settings, and then select buttons and gesture shortcut. Now select open split screen, then select long press menu button. Once you do that, you can just press and hold the recent tabs button to open split screen mode. So if you're using these buttons, I'll definitely recommend you to do that. Now for some camera related shortcuts, this is the interface for the rear camera. You can swipe left or right to switch between all these different modes. Now in video recording, you can change the resolution from here. Just go to settings. Over here you have the resolution. You can record the video at a maximum of 1080p at 60 fps, and this phone also offers electronic image stabilization. So in case while recording video with the rear camera, if the footage is not stable, make sure this particular toggle is enabled. Now while you're at this settings, you also have this option for video encoder. H.264 is pretty good, but if you want to save some space, you can go with H.265. But do know that if you use H.265, some old computers might not be able to play this video. So my suggestion, stick with H.264, unless you have a powerful computer. Now going on next, on this phone we can also take pictures using the fingerprint scanner and start and stop video recording with the fingerprint scanner. So to enable that feature, you need to go to settings and enable this toggle fingerprint shutter. Once you do that, you can touch and hold the fingerprint scanner to take a picture. Just touch and hold and your phone will take a picture. Now for video recording as well, you can touch and hold and the video recording starts. You can touch it once again to stop it. This is especially useful for taking selfies. Just touch and hold. With that was photo. Just touch and hold to take a selfie. Now going on next, if you're someone who hates this shutter sound and you want to completely remove that, you can do that from going to settings, and once you're in settings, disable this toggle, camera sounds. Once you do that, every time you take a picture, you won't hear any sound. So this is more like a stealth mode. Next we have this feature called Google Lens, which is integrated to the Google application. Just click it over here and point at the object that you want to search. Google will automatically search for that product and gives you some interesting results. Let's try it with this one. That's the Redmi Note 7s box. And surprisingly, we got Samsung Galaxy for some reason. Anyway, that's Google Lens. Now this phone comes with a 48 megapixel camera. That's the major difference between this phone and Note 7. But this phone uses the pixel binning concept and takes just 12 megapixel pictures. So for some reason, if you want to take 48 megapixel pictures, this is what you need to do. Click this button here and then select 48 MP. That's the 48 megapixel mode. And now when you take a picture, you get 48 megapixel pictures. A quick suggestion, if you want to take 48 megapixel pictures, make sure the lighting conditions are good enough. If the lighting conditions are low, then you won't get good results. Now going on next, this is the recent apps page, and as you can see, we can check out the memory status over here. Now by default, that's not displayed, and if you want to display the memory status on the recent apps page, this is what you need to do. First go to settings and then select home screen settings, and now enable this toggle, show memory status. Once you enable this toggle, you will see memory status over here, and you also get this additional options. If you don't want these options, you can disable this toggle and it will be much cleaner. There you go. Now going on next, on your home screen on the leftmost side, you have something called App Vault. These are just some quick widgets, some quick actions and notifications or news information. So if you don't want that, once again go to settings, select home screen settings and then disable App Vault. Once you do that, when you go to the home screen, there won't be that App Vault. This home screen will be the last home screen. Next, if you want to display the network usage on the status bar, or if you want to hide the battery percentage on the status bar, this is what you can do. First go to settings, and once you're in settings, select notification and status bar. Now if you want to hide the battery indicator, just select battery indicator and select the appropriate option. If you want to display battery percentage, once again select battery indicator, select percentage. Now in the same way, if you want to display network speed on the status bar, enable this toggle. And now you can see the network usage on the status bar. Now for some very basic tips related to your home screen, this is your default launcher, and whenever you press the home screen, it always takes you here. There is no app drawer, so all the apps are thrown on the home screen. Now if you want to move any of these applications, let's say I want to move this application from one home screen to another one, I can simply long press and drag it to the corner and move it to the appropriate screen. Now if you want to move multiple applications at once, first you need to do a pin gesture, and this is the new layout. Now select all the applications that you want to move. Now touch and hold these applications. All the applications will come under your finger. Now move it to the appropriate screen and then drop it to move them. Now you can also do something like this. Just select all these applications. Now touch and hold, and then you can swipe with your another finger to change the home screen. And once you found the home screen, just leave them and all those applications will be dropped on that home screen. Now these are your different home screen, but you always have a default home screen. Like whenever you press the home button, it always takes you to this particular home screen. Now if I want to change the home screen to something like this is what I can do. First do a pin gesture, go to settings, now select set default screen, and now select the screen. Once you do that, whenever you press the home button, it always takes you to this particular screen. Now going on next, you can do a swipe down gesture on the home screen to pull down the notification bar. You can do it again to check out the toggles. Now these are all your toggles, and if you want to rearrange them, you can click this button over here, and now you can long press on any of these toggles and move them around. You can also hide these toggles by long pressing on them and then bring it down to hide them. Now once you're here, you also have something called quick settings. So let's say if you want to quickly change your Wi-Fi network, instead of going to settings and then selecting Wi-Fi and changing it from here, you can directly do it from the notification toggles. Just click the down arrow here, you get some extra options, and you can quickly switch your Wi-Fi network from here with just a tap of a button. Now whenever you press the volume buttons, this is a volume control. You got a new look with MIUI 10 or MIUI 9, I guess, whatever. So this is the new volume control, and you have some extra options over here. If you click it over here, your phone will be in silent mode, and now it's in silent. And now if you click it once again, it'll be back to normal mode. Now if you click the button over here, you get some extra options. These are 3 different volume controls, one for media control like your music player and video player. Next we have notifications or ringtones, and the third one is for alarm volume. Now at the bottom you get 2 options, silent and do not disturb mode. If you click on it, you get extra options. Now if you click silent mode, your phone will be just in silent. But if you use this toggle over here, you can put a timer. Like after 30 minutes, silent mode will be disabled automatically. The same goes with do not disturb mode. Right now this is a very unique feature that's available only on the Xiaomi phones or phones running MIUI. So definitely give it a try. Next I'll show you how to take a screenshot. So on any phone, to take a screenshot, you can simply press the volume down and power button and your phone will take a screenshot. Now if that's a bit difficult for you, you also have a toggle for that. Just swipe down and you get the toggle over here. Just click it to take a screenshot. We also have another way to take a screenshot, that's to use a gesture. To enable that, go to settings, then select additional settings once again, select buttons and gestures, and now select take a screenshot. Over here select slide 3 fingers down. By the way, that feature is already enabled by default, but for some reason if it doesn't work, you can come here to check. So now to take a screenshot, you can simply swipe down using 3 fingers to take a screenshot. It literally works everywhere and it's super fun to use. Next I'll show you how to take a longer screenshot. Now let's say if you want to take a longer screenshot of this particular page, this is what you can do. First take a normal screenshot. I'm going to use the gesture and now click the preview and click this button scroll. Once you do that, that page will be scrolled automatically, and once it is done, you get a longer screenshot. Or if you're satisfied with the length, you can click the done in between to stop it. So here we go, this is your longer screenshot. Now for some reason, if you want to record the screen of your phone, you also get an application pre-installed on this phone. So for that, check for tools and you have a recorder app over here. These are the settings. Just click recorder button over here and click start. Now screen recording has started. You get this floating button over here. Once you're done, click stop. You can find this video in your gallery application near screenshots. Now going on next, I'll show you how to record calls automatically on your phone. For that, open your phone dialer, click the button over here. Now select call recording. And once you enable this toggle, all the calls will be recorded automatically on your phone. So this feature is available in India but might not be available in other countries. So if you can't find it, try to use a third-party application. Next we have a quick shortcut to open the camera application from anywhere, anytime. So to enable that, go to settings, then select additional settings, select buttons and gesture. Now select launch camera. Now select double press power button. Now once you do that, you can press the power button twice to open the camera application anywhere, anytime. It literally works everywhere. Like even on the lock screen, you can simply double tap the power button to open the camera application. So guys, these are the most important tips and tricks for your Redmi Note 7s. If I missed out on anything important, do let me know by commenting below this video. And if you're planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It always helps the channel. If you want us to make any specific video, tweet out to us with the hashtag AskGreedyTech on Twitter and we will try to make it as soon as possible. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.